Hi, and welcome to my first ever video and first video in my series that I hope to do called Is It As Easy As It Looks? I love to craft and do DIY. I love Pinterest, and I also love Pinterest fail, and I've had a few Pinterest fails, and sometimes it's just because I was not good at it, and then sometimes I do a little more research and realize the person that posted the pin originally was, say, a professional cake decorator, and no wonder I could not make my cake look anything like that. So I wanted to do videos for people like me who might be novices at what they're trying to do. And my goal is to show you, as it states, is it really as easy as they make it look? And I'm hoping to be able to tell you guys how long it actually takes me, because I find that some of these videos, it takes people like 10 minutes, and then when you actually do it, it really takes you an hour because you're learning and you don't really know what you're doing yet. I'm hoping to tell you where I get all of my materials and give you some of the tips I've learned that you should, or more likely should not be doing, that I'll probably be learning the hard way on video. This is my winter scene in a jar, and that's what I'm going to be doing today. I will post down below where I got my original idea for this. Obviously, if I'm seeing if it's as easy as it looks, it's not my original idea and somebody's already done this. This particular one was actually pretty easy. I learned a few things along the way, but this was a project I did with my 3-year-old. And as you can see, it still turned out pretty decently. The materials that you're going to need for this are a jar. Let me move this one out of the way. And I got my jars at the local Goodwill for about 25 cents. The person who did the original written article got hers, I think, at a thrift store or at Goodwill as well. They sell these in any craft aisle. They're vases, basically, nothing fancy. I also need some snow. The one in here is, I believe it was called Instant Snow. Don't use that. That was a nightmare. It was so much fun for my son, but it's wet and it's goopy, and I actually already threw the can away. I took a quick photo of it, so I'll post it at the end of this video. I got it at Dollar Tree. He loved it. It's wet, but my stuff sinks, and just don't use it. It's yucky. So instead, I am going to use some Epsom salt, and forgive my Ziploc container. It's, for whatever reason, the only Epsom salt I had in the house, and I would have liked to have a little bit more, but this is also a less than $5 craft, so I didn't want to go out and buy more Epsom salt. After you get your jar and your snow, you're going to need your pieces on the inside. I got my bench and that lamppost plus this lamppost. I don't know if you can see it. There's my little lamppost, not in focus, at Dollar Tree. Really not in focus at all. Sorry about that. It just doesn't want to focus. So all 3 of these came in a kit from Dollar Tree. And I believe the person who did the original article also got her little decorations at Dollar Tree too. She got a pack of 4 lampposts, but I liked the bench. I thought it was cute. I also got this tree at Joann's. It is in the aisle with the Village, the Christmas Village. I had 3 employees tell my son and I that they did not carry these trees, and finally another customer showed me where they were. So they're there, despite the fact that someone might tell you that they're not. At least in 2014, they were there, and they had like 5 different sizes. This is the one that I got. I got it 50% off Christmas decorations or one of those sales, and it was 99 cents. So my jar was a quarter. My Epsom salt I already had in the house. The snow that I used in this one was $1 because I got it at Dollar Tree. And these 3 items were in a 1 pack that was for $1. I also used, as you can tell on the back, the spray on snow because I didn't want my jar to be see-through anymore. And I got that. It's called Snow Spray. Also at Dollar Tree, but they sell it everywhere. It was $1 because I got it at Dollar Tree, but they sell it at Walmart. They sell it everywhere. It's easy. So let's get started. The first thing that you do is you wash your jar, especially if you get it at Goodwill, because it will probably have a price tag on it that needs to come off. I got mine about 9 months ago. I used it for a different project, and so mine was just dusty, so it definitely needed to be washed, but it's not anything fancy. So the first thing is pour your Epsom salt. Like I said, I really would have liked to have a little bit more, but again, it's a $3 project, so what are you gonna do? This one I'm just gonna have the 2. Stick them in there. This is a great project with kids, and this is why. Because you really can't go wrong with this one. And it's half done. Look, it really is as easy as it looks. Let me move that aside because really quickly I do want to show you a few things that I did wrong here. One of the things that was wrong is, if you can see here, those are little 3-year-old boy fingerprints. This stuff does rub off, and he loves the jar that he made, so he does have a tendency to grab it. Also, the jar is glass, so we've got to put it somewhere where he can't get it so he doesn't continue to mess it up. However, the spray does come off. In my house, I have a 1-year-old and a 3-year-old. I plan to get rid of most of this stuff and maybe save it all for next year and do the project all over again. I don't plan to stick this all fully made into a box and pull it out next year. If you want to do that, leave a comment and tell me how it goes. But in my house, it's definitely not worth it. So let's move that one out of the way. If you are doing this with a very young child, like I said, I did this with my 3-year-old. This is going to be mom's job or dad's job if dad is the one doing the project. I just gave it a really good shake. I believe it says shake for at least 5 seconds. I'm shaking a little bit more than that. There's the lid. Then it comes with this little plastic lid. I'm not being especially careful. I'm gonna throw this in the washing machine, so it's not that big of a deal. For me, anyway. I'm not being very specific either with how I spray this. I'm just spraying, especially since the can doesn't really want to work. But there it is. Move this a little bit. Like I said, it does all come off pretty easily. What I did is I just wanted to cover the front a little bit to make it look a little more pretty. You don't need to do that. I just did. Also, you can stick your finger in there, or paper towel. Probably paper towel is safer. And get it all off the front if you want. And get that all clean. It comes off really easily. And then, like I said, I just sprayed the back because I didn't want it to be see-through back there anymore. And that's it. That's the winter scene in a jar. Super easy. It cost me 25 cents for the jar, like I said. $1 for my 3 pieces. And here's the bench. I really liked the bench. I don't know if that went in focus. There we go. A little in focus. A little better in focus. The tree was 99 cents because I got it 50% off. Otherwise, it was $1.99. And the Epsom salt I had in the house, but the liquid snow in this one costs $1. Again, this is also why you don't want to use liquid snow, because every time you pick it up, my lamppost falls over. Liquid snow is just not the way to go here. A couple of things really quick before I turn my video off is what I would do a little differently, a couple of alternatives that you can do. And let me move all this junk out of the way. One of them is you could do this in a Christmas ornament. This is a DIY project from last year. It actually is a Pinterest fail that turned into this project. But same thing. This one's plastic. You could fill it a little bit with your Epsom salts. You'd have to obviously get smaller things, but they do make smaller trees. I know they sell them at Joann's and Michael's, and I don't know if you could fit. Yeah, if you got some tweezers, you'd be able to fit the little lamppost. And if you got a little tree or a bush, because they sell this one's, I'll measure it so you can see how big that one is, and I'll put the measurements below. But they sold little tiny bushes too. And you could definitely put that in there with just a little bit of Epsom salt, put some Mod Podge or something in the bottom, and sprinkle the Epsom salt, let it shake it around a bit so it completely covers the bottom, let it dry, and then use your tweezers to put your items in and put some glue on the bottom, Gem Tack, super glue, E6000. I wouldn't recommend hot glue with a plastic one because it would melt it a little bit. But if you do use hot glue, let it cool off a bit before you stick it in there so you don't melt it. But that's just an alternative that you can do that I thought would be really cute. But I did it in the jar because I didn't have any of these that weren't decorated. So that's just a little alternative that you can do. Also, Martha Stewart, the queen of DIY, has really cute tree stickers that I was thinking about getting and putting in the back to make it look a little bit like a forest. I'll shoot a picture of those off my computer and I'll show you what they look like. Not sure if that would work or if it would look really nice, but it was just a thought. Again, my project was a really cheap DIY, and nothing that Martha Stewart makes is cheap, so even at 50% off, I think they were over $250, which was almost the price of my whole project together. So I did not want to do that. You can also use Snow-Tex to decorate your trim right here. I'll take a quick picture of that too off the computer screen and show you what that jar looks like, but it's sort of like snow that you would paste on. You don't really paste it on, but you use like a brush or your finger and you put it on, and it would give it a nice snowy appearance up here, which would be really cute. But again, Snow-Tex is $4, $6, so outside of my budget for a really quick and simple project. But you can pretty much do whatever you want. It is as easy as it looks, and it is as cute as it looks. So I will see how long it actually took me. Of course, I was talking, so maybe it will take me a little bit longer than it will take you, but I hope that you do one and you show me what it looks like on my Facebook page, which is Ian Me Hair Bows. Post a picture of it to my page so I can see what you did. And good luck, have fun. Definitely an easy craft that I would recommend doing with a child. And again, my son is 3, so if your kid is older than that, they should be able to do this with ease. So that was my very first ever video. I hope that you enjoyed it and that you come back again for more videos. Please subscribe to my channel and have a good day.